Dime por qué le tiras piedras a la luna. Tan ilógico como extraerme de tu piel. Después de Dios, soy tu todo, mujer. ¿Qué tal te está yendo con él? Yo sé que al final a mí no me olvidas tan siquiera un poco. Al final, baby, tú extrañas como yo te toco. Recuerda, de tu cuerpo sé yo, mami, cada rincón, por dentro y por fuera. Dile que volví por ti.
Yo soy ese tatuaje, mami, que no se te borra. Sin palomería, yo no bajo con cotorra. Dile al bobo ese que a mí siempre que tú piensas que cuando termine, cuando tu pena comienza. Y ahí ya, cuando tú sientes la diferencia. Yo siempre te daba con consistencia. Dile que se retire, haga su diligencia. Porque volví por ti, pasártela bien rico como te gusta a ti. Ponte en cuatro y te la saco como lo sé a ti. Te montaste en la jipeta y no tenía panty. So no te engañes, que es imposible que no me extrañe. Los nuestros de años no hay forma de que se dañe. Con él ni suda no hace falta ni que tú te bañes. Después de los polvos conmigo la sabana hay que botarla. Toalla pa' la nena pa' secarla. No quiero otra, tú eres la que sabe sacarla. Hoy vine pa' rescatarla.
So nasty. Yo sé que al final.
Hello, ladies. Hola, chicas. ¿Cómo estáis? ¿Bien? Segundo, que tengo aquí algo sonando. All right. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estamos? Hello. Hi, ladies. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estáis? Welcome to this free Vdance Club Week. Bienvenidas a esta semana de puertas abiertas, clases gratuitas de Vdance Club. Thank you for joining us. Gracias por uniros a nosotros. Tenemos clase de estilo chica hoy, ahora. Acabamos de tener clase de Zouk y ahora nos toca a nosotras, ¿sí? Ladies, now we have ladies type class. With me, we have just done our Zouk class with Arthur. And let's do a little warm-up in case you just joined us, ¿ok? Vamos a hacer un pequeño calentamiento en caso de que os hayáis unido solamente, o sea, ahora mismo, ¿vale? Y después voy a explicar lo que voy a hacer en la clase, ¿sí? And after I'm going to explain what we're going to do in this class, ¿ok? Let's go.
Yo sé que al final a mí no me olvidas tan siquiera un poco. Al final, baby, tú extrañas como yo te toco. Recuerda, de tu cuerpo sé yo, mami, cada rincón, por dentro y por fuera. Dile que volví por ti.
Yo soy ese tatuaje, mami, que no se te borra. Sin palomería, yo no bajo con cotorra.
Cambio.
Dile al bobo ese que a mí siempre que tú piensas que cuando termine,
de una vez ese cabrón.
Ay, porque volví por ti, pasártelo bien rico como te gusta a ti. Ponte en cuatro y te la saco como lo haces a ti. Te montaste en la jipeta y no tenías panty.
Porque volví, mami, por ti. Lo haces con él, pero pensando en mí. Inconforme con ese infeliz. Hey, you end up with me. Yo sé que al final.
A mí no me olvidas tan siquiera un poco.
Al final,
Baby, tú te mojas cuando yo te toco.
te recuerda de tu cuerpo sé yo, mami, cada rincón, por dentro y por fuera. Dile que volví por ti.
Bad Bunny, bye, 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 bye. Bad Bunny, bye, 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 bye. Te toca a ti, Romeo. Dile.
Aventura. Estoy en día, bebé, vamos a hacerlo otra vez, vamos a hacerlo otra vez. Estoy en día, bebé, vamos a hacerlo otra vez.
Okay. Stretch your fingers. Estira los deditos atrás. All right. Good. Hello. Hola, chicas. So, I'm going to do this class in English. If you want me to translate something in Spanish, anytime, you let me know in the chat, okay? I can read you here. I have the camera and the computer and another computer with the chat, so you can ask me anything you want, okay? And if there is somebody just speaking Spanish, let me know too, okay? All right, so we're gonna do something like a mix, okay? I don't know if you know, but I work mainly in 3 different aspects of lady styling, okay? One of them is the arm styling, which includes, let's talk a little bit about posture, right? The second one is the body movement in general. It can be head, it can be chest, it can be hip, it can be all together, right? And the third one is, let's say, more the intention of the footwork, right? In bachata. Or let's say more traditional bachata, right? And last but not least, I have actually these blocks, okay, in my last Vdance Club course, okay, and also there's one as a musicality with musicality aspects, okay. Of course, musicality is a lot of things, okay, but that's what you can find on my course in Vdance Club, right? So I'm gonna do a little mix of the 3 of them, okay, in a combination, right? So we're gonna start here. I'm gonna explain a little bit how I do my basic, because I think that's the main thing for you to start developing your style, right? And to do it correctly and with the right technique, okay? So we have our weight on the left, so we relax our right leg to start stepping to the side, okay, to my right side on the number 1. When I start opening my right, what I do is I go like sliding on the floor, and I will step always first with my metatars, okay, and after with the heel. When I start transferring my weight, this leg will be a stretch, okay, and the other one relaxed, right? So this is my first weight transfer. 1, and again, slide on the floor. Then with my ankles together, the ankles are gonna look for each other every time, okay? So I don't go with my toes looking for my foot. I go with my ankle, okay? So I am like bending a little my foot going inside, okay? So it's kind of, we work on this intention. If I want to attract my ankle with the other ankle, okay? So I start 1, relax, ankle, transfer the weight on the spot, ankle, change, ankle, tap, right? So that will be my basic 5, 6, 7, and 1, ankle, 2, ankle 3, ankle tap, and 5, and 6, and 7. So the intention is kind of my hip goes to the side because of this movement, this technique of my legs, right? Which is a stretch and bend, a stretch and bend, making my hips go into the sides, right? Also, my posture, very important, not like this. So what I'm thinking is to keep my shoulders on top of my hips, and all the time my shoulders not squeezing the shoulder blades, but the chest is always in front or before, no, not before, but in front and after my shoulders. So you cannot be covering, okay, your chest with your arms. So you need to open your chest, okay? And this will be my natural position, right? So from here I can do whatever I want, yes? Be careful just with not squeezing too much, or don't do this with your shoulders, right? Just natural position, okay? Now, every time I wanna do a natural movement with my arms, it depends about my weight transfer. So if I transfer my weight to my right, it's like it's natural to cross my arm with my weight transfer, right? So if I transfer my weight to my right, I'm gonna cross my left arm. 1, 2, 3, and wait. And 5, and 6, and 7. Do it with me. And 1, don't forget about your foot and your knees. And 5, and 6, and 7. So on the 4 and the 8, there is no arms change because there is no weight transfer. It makes sense, right? So 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 5, and 6, and 7, and prepare. I'm gonna go down. This is my preparation for my first accent with my arms. I'm gonna go in front. Okay, I'm gonna show you the movement here in front. I'm gonna go in front with my arms from the elbows, okay? So I'm not doing this, it's front. And I'm gonna do shack, okay? This is my number 1. 1, 2, 3, and prepare for a turn to the left. Yes? So I'm doing my basic step, remembering all these technical things, right? And 1, 2, 3. Relax your fingers every time. And be careful with doing too big. No. 6. Just imagine your arms are a complement. Yeah. With your whole movement, okay? You don't have to do your arms as the main part of your body, okay? Everything is together, and we move the arms because it will be very weird if we just do this, like arms relax and the rest of the body is moving. So we are just doing a little intention with the arms when we change the weight, okay? But it has to be something natural, right? Okay, we prepare number 8 down and we go front 1, 2, this is my right, I'm gonna turn now. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, and prepare to turn left and throw this arm, right? So we go 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 5. Let's go. And prepare and open. 2, 3, prepare. Throw your arm, and this will be a basic turn, okay? I'm gonna do 5, 6, 7, 8, just that. Remember, every time we turn, we need to imagine you have like a connection between your shoulder, hip, ankle, okay? So if I open my chest, this cannot happen, okay? If I open my shoulder in this case, I need to connect with my leg, right? Also to the other side, same thing, okay? So if I turn to my right, I'm gonna go 1. Then when I come with the shoulder, I come with my leg 2. Then I open again, 3, and touch, for example, okay? So now here, I want you to think about some kind of energy between your left and your right. Sorry. So, sorry, what? So I'm preparing my turn, and I'm gonna do it without the turn. 5, 6, 7, and we relax. Okay, it's kind of a 5, 6, 7, and we go with the shoulder after the arms. Okay, so we put a little bit of arm styling, then a little bit of body movement, right? So, anybody's talking to me? Are you okay, ladies? Talk to me. Say hi or something. Where are you from? Talk to me. I feel alone here if you don't text me. Okay, so if you have any question, let me know. Okay. Or maybe you are super concentrated. I don't know. Okay. So here, look, I am doing my basic, and 1, 2, 3, and 5. Prepare with your arms down, and 1, 2, 3, and throw, and 6, and 7, and down. Yes. So the connection I was talking to you was from here. You throw when you cannot anymore. You connect. It's like your arms are connected. So when you cannot anymore with your left, you start with your right. Yes, you can do it to the other side if you want. It's the same thing, right? Now, be careful with this. With what? Wait, boom. Be careful with this, okay? When you're moving your arms, it doesn't mean that you need to change the position of the shoulders. We will see after this that the shoulders have a different movement, a separated movement, okay? When I go up with my arms, I stay with my shoulders on the same place, unless I want to move my shoulders to because of some reason here, okay? So arms movement is a one thing, shoulders movement is another thing. We can mix it, yes, but for the moment, I just want arms, right? Macedonia, Moscow. All right, all right. Okay, so hi. So we have and 1, 2, 3, prepare, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, because we're gonna mix with the basic turn, right? Now I need you, number 8, to go down because we're gonna start the next movement here, okay? So after the turn, and 5, 6, 7, you go down 8, and we're gonna activate our left shoulder going forward and backwards, yeah? So we go just with the left shoulder, forth and back, forth and back. What I'm doing now, I'm just moving my shoulder. So please try for a second to do this. Boom, boom, boom. That will be a specific shoulder movement, right? It doesn't have to be nothing. It has nothing to be, yeah. It has nothing to be with arm movement. That's a different thing, okay? I just want you to concentrate on moving your shoulders. So 1 and 3 and 5 together, and boom, 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 and circle, 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 and forward, 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 and forward, and back, and forward, and back, and forward, and back, and forward, and back, right? Good. So now you know the difference between arms movement and shoulders movement, right? So we hear from the top one more time, 5, 6, and we continue. And 1, 2, 3, and 5. Let's go from the top. Open 1, 2, 3, and turn 6, 7, 8. 8. Remember, I need to prepare my 8 to go front and front and front and back and front and back. From here, at the same time I open. At the same time I bring my shoulder forward. I do 1, and when I go back, I'm gonna open my right leg, pivot, and sit. Okay? Good. Now remember, if my chest open, I need to open as well my leg, right? I cannot sit down and be like this, okay? This technically is very wrong, okay? So when I sit, I transfer my weight completely to my right and I open my left in this case. If I do it to the other side, it's exactly the same to the other side, okay? 5, 6, 7, and basic 1, 2, 3, go. 6, 7, prepare, and shout. 2, 3, 5, 1, open, 2, 3, sit down, and hip, and hip, 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 and hip, and hip, and up. Yes? Good? Kind of? Okay, let's just still there. We're gonna do shoulder back open, sit down, open your knees, the weight is on the right, and then we go just with the hip, up, down, but when you do this intention, you keep your weight on your right, okay? You don't do this, you don't transfer, okay? Just, it's like lifting your hip, but you stay on the spot, right? I mean, on the spot, on the right. So you sit down and up, down, and then you go up and you relax, and we finish here for the moment, okay? Let's try hold this, from the top with the music, okay? Vamos a probar desde el principio con la música. La, 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 la. If I, which one? What's the name of the song? Esta. Basic.
DJ Aski.
No planeé pensar en ti, y al despertar volví a sentir tu presencia junto a mí.
Remember the basic. Stretching your legs.
Que estás aquí, yo que iba a pensar que me iba a pasar, luego te iba a recordar. No quiero que pienses que te entendí mal, pero quiero verte una vez más. Baby, ¿dónde estás? Yo te quiero aquí, no paro de pensar en ti. Baby, la verdad, tú me haces sentir tantas ganas de repetir. Baby, ¿dónde estás? Yo te quiero aquí, no paro de pensar en ti. Baby, la verdad, tú me haces sentir tantas ganas de repetir.
Disculpa mi inocencia, no sé si esto de extrañarte es una ciencia, pero sentí tu presencia cuando estaba en ausencia. Quizás te adueñaste de mi conciencia, quizás fue mi error dejar que te fuera y estas son las consecuencias. Ahora es diferente, tú estás en mi mente, no sé si es la tuya. Quizá yo esté, quizá no esté, no sé en qué esto concluya. Voy a darle tiempo al tiempo y que todo fluya. Si toda la que se fue no vuelve, si nunca fue tuya.
De pensar en ti de noche y de día, a mí nunca te mentí cuando te decía
Que no estaba en mis planes que yo fuese tuyo y que tú fuese mía, pero nunca pensé
How was it, ladies? It was alright. ¿Qué tal ha ido? Okay, let's move on a little bit. We have done arm styling, body movement. We're gonna keep a little bit more of body movement, right? When we say body movement, I don't know. I use body movement for me is a lot of things. Okay, it can be turns technique. It can be head movement technique. It can be dissociation. I mean, there is a lot of options. Okay, so here we're gonna work on a connect movement between hip movement and contraction and relax to the back. Okay, so I'm gonna explain you here. We're gonna do, we go up, hip, 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 relax from here. Boom. I'm gonna face, this is a little strange, okay? But from here, boom, boom, boom. I need you to face a little the left diagonal, okay? From here, we're gonna work on this movement. Hip to the side, step. Okay, when I say step, it's not really a step. It's like you place your foot front, but you don't transfer the weight, okay? So this is 1, 2, 3, and you can slide 4. Yes, but my direction is going to be facing the diagonal. So I'm not going to be any more front. It was just to show you the movement. So here, you need to bring your hip to the side and then stretch, not completely, but stretch a little bit your leg and transfer and stretch a little and transfer and stretch a little, but you don't really block your leg, okay? You don't block. If you block, you're stopping your hip intention, right? So we have done hip, hip, up, and hip, hip, tap, and shot, okay? So what I'm doing here is make sure, ladies, you're not transferring the weight on the 3. You're doing 1, 2, 3, but your weight stays on the left, and you're gonna slide, shoop. Yes? What happens here? I'm lifting my heel, shoop. Yes? After I'm sliding, I don't know if that's correct, but 3, 4, I'm gonna contract. Okay, this is the intention. Imagine, what you can imagine. Imagine somebody is doing like this. Okay, this intention on your stomach. Okay, so after here, you're gonna contract and you're transferring the weight back and forth. Okay, it's like a reaction from your body, or imagine someone is punching, okay, on the stomach. So you need to transfer the weight backwards, okay? When you do this contraction, boom, you transfer the weight backwards, and to come back, imagine someone is, boom, tirando de la cadera, pulling, pulling. So pulling from the hip forward, okay? So from here, I'm doing, it's not a step. I'm placing my foot, okay? Then I'm sliding, then a punch, then hip, 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 relax, and relax, okay? You have 4 counts for this contraction. And I was explaining before in the Zoom class that lately I'm realizing that students are confused sometimes with the contractions here. Why is that? Because I say contraction and they do this and they bring like the shoulders forward. So I said before, be careful because it's very different to contract from the belly, okay? Look, if you see from here, from the side, you see that when I contract, I will pass my belly to the back, but my shoulder stays on the same place. Now, what people usually do is they contract, and also, because I don't know why, because they want to do it bigger or something, they contract and they bring the shoulders forward, okay? And as I said before, that's a different movement, okay? I don't want to move my shoulders unless I want, okay? But I don't want here to move my shoulders. So here, I'm just gonna contract. and open your chest. Good? So with the counts, it's going to be 5, 5. What's this? Amazing. Thank you, ladies. 5, 6. From where? Okay, from the shoulder. 5, 6, 7, shoulder. 1, 2, 3, and sit. And 5, 6, and hip, hip, place, slide, contraction. And 1, for example, 3. Yes? I plan to do some head movement, but honestly, today I have a lot of pain on my neck and I just can't, okay? Yesterday I did a lot of classes and some heels classes and there was crazy hand movements, and today I'm like, oh my God. It was not bachata, okay? So let's do from the top. 5, 6, 7, basic, and 1, 2, 3. Go from the top. Prepare your arms, and 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and shoulder. 2, sit down, and 5, and 6, and up, hip, and 1, 2, place, and slide, contraction, transfer the weight, and 1, 2, okay? What happens here with my head? Why am I relaxing the head backwards? Because, shook. After this contraction, boom, I'm transferring my weight backwards. I'm balancing, that's not the word I want. Basculando? Basculating? I don't know if I'm just inventing this word. Okay. So my hip is changing from this position to this position. Now, it's like, as I said before, somebody's pulling, not really forward, but to the ceiling, okay? So the movement starts on the hip and then goes stomach, chest, open, relax, and then I arrive. Okay, so because the position of my head, it depends on the position of my shoulders. When my shoulders are here, naturally my head will relax backwards, okay? Now remember, every time I am doing any type of cambre or relaxing my neck, I need first to make sure that I'm stretching my spine as much as I can to create space between the vertebrae, okay? And then I go, right? So when I'm doing this, okay, I am, esto en inglés es difícil. This in English is very difficult. You know, we have these curves on the back. When we are doing this, okay, because my chest goes first, I am correcting the curve that I have on my neck. Usually we do this, okay, this, then this, then this, right? I'm exaggerating for you to show. So when your chest goes first, you are correcting this curve, and here you are already creating the space on the vertebrae, right? And here the intention you have to keep is this one going up and recover, okay? So it shouldn't be painful for your neck, for you, okay? If you do it correctly, right? So let's go from the top. 5, 6, 7, basic, and 1, 2, and 3, and 5, and 6. We do this after, and 1, 2, 3. Let go, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, shoulder, and boom. 2, 3, and 5, and 6, and 7, hip. 1, 2, 5, slide. Up, and 1. Yes? Good. Kind of? You want to try with the song a couple of times? Probamos con una canción un par de veces y luego sigo. ¿Vale? Me quedan 2 8 súper fáciles para mover la parte inferior del cuerpo. We're gonna do one more, two more 8s to move now the lower part of the body, okay? Let's go, let's go. Which one? Too fast.
Mis sentimientos son violentos, nada tiene explicación. Hasta el ángel de la muerte tuvo siempre una razón. Hay cosas que no se cambian solo por una intención. Mis indirectas van directas directo a tu corazón.
Por eso dime cuántas veces son las que perdiste. Ellas ni saben con cuánto te fuiste. Pa' olvidar que sin mí tú estás triste. Si subo historia con fueguito es para ti. Y esa carita de diablita es para mí. Que toqueame si él no te deja seguir. Me ignora pero cuando toca te toca.
Daisy.
Más que explicaciones yo te doy respuesta. No hace falta que cierre la puerta. Soy un alma desnuda completa que te cuida, te respeta. Suave quiero más. Fuera diablo yo soy más. No busco media mitad. 2% nada más. Y quien te lo hace tan rico como yo.
Si subo historia con fueguito es para ti. Y esa carita de diablita es para mí. Tórcame si él no te deja seguir. Me ignora pero cuando toca te toca por mí.
Quien te lo hace tan rico como yo, como yo, como yo. Y quien te come tan rico como yo, como yo, como yo.
One more, eat.
Como yo te como a ti no te va a comer nadie. Como yo te toco a ti ni tú sabes tocarte. Ponte encima de mí. Soy pa' ti, no es pa' mí. Ya pegamos este remi y ahora ven, pégate a mí.
Si subo historia con fueguito es pa' ti. Esta carita de diablita la aprendí de ti. Tócame yo ya no quiero seguir. Yo te lo juro que ando loco mi toco por ti.
Si soy historia con fueguito es pa' ti. Y esa carita de diablita es para mí. Tórcame si él no te deja seguir. Me ignora pero cuando toca te toca por mí. El flaco Fabio ve.
Okay. Good. I don't have a secret for the hair. It's just, clean. Clean. It took me a long time to have it long like this because I have, it's very thin, my hair, and every time when it was like here, it was breaking, okay, on the bottom. So it took me a long time to let it grow like this. But patient and good products, you can get it. you can get yours. I always say you can have it. Okay. So let's go. We move on. Okay. Let's move the hips a little bit, right? This is my favorite part of the combination. So just one thing I will ask you, ladies, after this contraction, we need to be up on the number 8, because on the number 8 and 1, I'm starting another movement, okay? So I cannot go here on the 1, it has to be on the 8. So my contraction or my weight transfer has to be a little faster, okay? So here I do 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 1, okay? So very slow, I'm gonna lift my foot from the floor, starting from the right, okay? And I'm gonna do and step, and step, and step, and step, and step, slide, okay? And step, slide. I'm gonna transfer a little to the left to step again on my right, okay? And I'm gonna do the same thing with my left, okay? So it will be and 1, slide, step, and 3, slide, step, and 1, slide, step, and 5, and step, okay? The only thing, it will be much more fast. No, that's not good. Faster, okay? It's gonna be faster. Why? Because we're doing syncopated, okay? We're doing contra time. So it's not 1, 2, 3, but it's and 1, sorry, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, and 2. Okay, so it's faster than the normal count, okay? 5, 6, 7, slow, and 1, slide, step, and 3, slide, step, and 5, and 7. Okay, we're gonna do just 2 times, so it's gonna be and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. From here, I'm gonna draw a rond de jambe with my right, rond, okay? So I'm gonna do the plie with my left, okay? From here, I'm gonna do, when I'm gonna close, I'm gonna do shack, shack, yes? Facing you. Look, my right leg's gonna do this, ta, ta, and, sorry, run, run, step, sorry, touch, touch, basic, okay? So double touch, okay? Now, if you see from the front, my arms goes like praying, okay? Praying, but not praying like this. Praying far and that's gonna be 7, okay? So I'm gonna do and 1, and 3, and 5, and 7, 8, 1, okay? When we do this kind of boom, 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 it's not a jump, okay? Sometimes people get confused. I'm not doing like this, okay? From up, I'm just bending a little, and basic, okay? Questions? Thank you. Okay, Arthur is texting in this chat. Okay, so we did what we did. I don't remember. From here, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and run, and 7, 8, 1, 2, right? Now, ladies, every time you do rond de jambe, okay, we're gonna try 2 things. Well, not try, we're gonna do 2 things, okay? One of them is every time your heel raised or lift the floor, okay, you gotta stretch your foot or point, okay? Also, because we have to respect the lines of the body, when we are opening, instead of do this and closing from the hip, we're gonna open, okay? So we're gonna try to have this thigh super strong, okay? And do and 1, and 3, and 5, and 7, 8, 1. Yes? This is super relaxed, ladies. These arms, and 1. Yes? Now, sometimes it's people when the arms goes above the head, they do like this, like a torture. No, 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 no. Okay, I keep my position. My arms go and relax. Yes, I don't do like this. Okay, let go, let go. 5. From the last 8, 5, 6, 7, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 8, 8, and circle, and circle, and circle, and tap. And we're finished. Okay, let me explain the last part. Ochos, this movement, to practice from 0, we're gonna open a little our feet, and we're gonna direct our hips to the side. No, not to the side. To the diagonal, but look, my body, my chest stays front. So I don't do like this. No, no, no. I keep my chest forward and I turn a little my hip to diagonal. Boom. I don't pivot with my feet neither, okay? I just turn a little my hip, staying with my body and my feet facing forward, okay? So boom, 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 boom. Now down, 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 down. And now with the basic, okay? We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What I'm doing, what's the secret of this step? The secret of this step is doing it very slow, no, very small, not slow, very small, and natural, and just move your hip, okay? It's not like, no, okay? It's just the hip, down and up, down, up, down, up, down. That's another movement, okay? Good? So we here, we're gonna do just 4 counts of these ochos, okay? So we do 1, 2, 3, tap, and from here we do circle to the left, step and touch. Wait a second. Sha, 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 sha. Okay. To do a circle, I need to pass through the 4 points. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The only difference is that I'm gonna do it just with my weight on the right. Okay, so I'm gonna do circle, circle, and transfer and touch. Okay, and we finish, ladies. This is today's combination, okay? Hip movement, very difficult. Yes, it's not easy, but everything can be practiced from 0, okay? So don't try, if it's the first time you do this kind of movement, don't try to do it perfectly today. And remember, I have my courses in Vdance Club from beginners to advanced, and also there is a course where I focus on, especially there is, I don't know, 3, 4, I think 4 classes just of arm styling, 4 classes just body movement, 4 classes just footwork, okay? So that's very useful to work from 0, ladies, okay? It's like very focused on specific stuff, okay? So let's do one from the top, okay? Because we ran out of time. And then we practice with the last song, right? 5, 6, basic, and 1, 2. Remember the technique of the basic. Go and prepare. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, and shoulder. 2, 3. Open and hip, and and hip, tap, and slide, contraction. And 1, and 2, 3, and 4, run. Sha, and 8, ocho, ocho. And circle, circle, and transfer. Okay, the last one. 1, 2, 3, up and down, up, change, touch. Yes? Good? Let's try with music. Do we have to move the hip clockwise other way? What? Hip clockwise other way? Maria Teresa, I'm not understanding your question. Can you please try to tell me in a different way, please? Do we have to move the hip clockwise other way? I don't know if your question is that if we need to do the hip clock. No, I don't understand your question. I just said that when we do circles, we need to pass through the 4 points, okay? Forward, side, back, and left. Tac, tac, tac. When we create circles from the hips, we need to pass through the 4 points if we want to do a clean movement, okay? A clean circle, okay? Clockwise and counterclockwise, or just clockwise? Okay, okay, from right to left. When I'm doing the circles, I'm doing ochos. 1, 2, 3, 4. From here, I'm doing the circle from right to left, again from right to left, and then just transfer and tap, okay? So yeah, clockwise, 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 change, and tap, okay? Good. Let's go with the last song. From the top, you remember, ladies? Basic. Slow basic, look. Ankle.
Siento que algo ha cambiado. Nunca pensé que iba a ser algo por largo. No puede ser que no me quieras igual. Por primera vez sentí algo especial. Recordando cuando me decías que me amas. No olvides que te hace sentir bien en la cama. Si tú decides irte, ya no pienses regresar. No hay vuelta atrás. Yo misma te ayudo a empacar. Tú, ¿cómo puede ser que tanto yo te quise, no me amabas? ¿Cómo siento yo el pecho con dolor que tú me dejas? Piénsalo bien, yo sé que tú me quieres igual. Ocho. ¿Cómo puedo vivir con esta amargura que yo siento? ¿Cómo sigo mi camino sabiendo que ya tú no estás conmigo? Si yo no soy con quien estás, mejor busco a alguien que me sepa valorar.
I'm gonna show you here, okay?
Just another girl from the 6.
Basic.
¿Qué pretendías conmigo? Ahora cuestiono todo. Yo era tu juguete. Dime por cuál motivo. Pero yo sé que de esto aprenderé. Y por segunda vez a ti yo regresaré. Supongo que recuerdas cómo yo te hacía falta. Pero por tu orgullo de eso tú no hablas. Si tú decides irte, ya no pienses regresar. No hay vuelta atrás. Yo juro te ayudo a empacar. Tú, ¿cómo puede ser que tanto yo te quise, no me amabas? ¿Cómo siento yo el pecho, el dolor que tú me dejas? Piénsalo bien, yo sé que tú me quieres igual.
much for sharing this class with me. Gracias, chicas, por estar esta hora aquí conmigo. I hope you like the class. I hope you saw a little bit of my style, of what you can find in Vdance Club, okay? See you online, right? And, or maybe, okay? Maybe see you around the world, because now everything is reactivating, okay? So we're going back little by little traveling. So I hope to see you ladies around the world. But if not, something very positive after COVID is that we discovered this way of connecting with you girls and guys, where you can learn, we can teach online and still keep this learning process activated. So thank you so much. Big kisses, and don't stop learning and practicing, because that's the only way of getting better, right? Kisses. Have a good weekend. Bye.